My name's Jebbles, and this is Jamsheet.
Welcome to engineering school. Today I am your rocket science teacher. On the docket we have weaponry, positioning, tactics, navigation, priorities, blowtorches, and back problems. Essentially everything you need to be a good engineer. And before you even ask, yes, any and all injuries accrued in the line of duty will not be deemed service-related. As a matter of fact, you will be charged for all of the equipment you soil with your dirty, dirty blood. Should you lose a limb? Good. All you people are into robots and stuff anyway, right? Alright, lesson number 1, equipment. Is a submachine gun preferred? Absolutely. Is it necessary? Personally, I'm a big fan of the MP5, even after having unlocked everything else, but what can I say? I love the classics. I understand that preferences can vary, so I say use whatever you like. I'd rather you not get class benefits for a gun you're comfortable with, compared to getting them for a gun you can't use, at least in this regard. If your goal is learning how to use SMGs, completely different scenario, I say try them all for at least a few games. Really take a minute to sink your teeth into each one, but don't waste too much time. If you really hate a gun, that's not an opinion that changes very often, so go with your gut. Your fat, stinky gut. For gadgets, you really don't need to overcomplicate things. It's simple. There's only 2 steps, it's right up your alley. Get your favorite launcher, get your favorite mines. That's it. None of those vehicle resupply packs or bomb defusing robots. That's for a different kind of engineer. That's more for a mechanic. You don't touch those. You do not have the certifications nor the autism necessary to use them. Some more personal advice for you now. I love the RPG more than any other launcher. Maybe I want to be Jamsheet. Maybe I don't like clankers telling me where my rockets are supposed to go. Maybe I just like the simple things, but I'll tell you this much, the simple things have and always will be around for one reason. They work. Load, aim, fire. No lock-on, no wait times, just eyeballs and anger solving problems the way God intended, with a violent projectile guided by Kentucky windage and hope. Or despair. I guess. I don't really know your fucking home life. Who can tell why you're out on the battlefield? When it comes to actually firing at armor, couple rules. Armor applies to any vehicle with armor. In order of preference, top down, from behind, on either side, and only on the front as a last resort. I bet you're thinking I'm gonna make a joke about your mom now. Well, I'm not. That poor woman has been through enough after having been stuck raising the likes of you. That's another reason that I prefer the RPG. Targeted projectiles will just go wherever they want. An RPG will go where you tell it. No shock collar required. Obvious downsides here being the reduction in your ability to hit flying targets, but it's not impossible. Just practice overcompensating your aim and try to time your shots with helicopters heading straight at you, hovering, or sharply turning. You really can't be taught to do this effectively. It's mostly muscle memory and anticipating momentum. If it's really bad, you can always pull out the anti-air launchers anyway. I try to stay away from lock-on launchers, especially without a recon, because they're just too easy for good players to avoid. Something unpredictable and versatile like an RPG simply feels better. When it comes to placing mines, I use the default ones. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Knowing where to put them to get value isn't too difficult, just memorize where the armored divisions roll through on every map. If you can't figure that out, throw some out on the roads by objectives or on intersections. Remember, each new life gets you some more, so you might as well use them. But pay attention, you're still standing in the middle of a road, so people are going to try and shoot you, and every once in a while, you may plant them on an enemy tank and hit them with a sledgehammer. One last thing on this topic. Understand what all of the vehicles do. That doesn't mean you need to be in them. That doesn't mean you need to be driving them, although it wouldn't be the worst thing. It just means you need to know what to expect, so you may approach appropriately. If you need to guess, always approach it from behind or wherever the turret isn't aiming. Vehicles themselves will be a different episode. It's a lot easier teaching you how to brake as opposed to operate. One is your nature, the other would be like teaching a badger arithmetic. Funny, but arduous and doomed to fail. Now everybody knows 3 rockets are basically useless, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna go make some friends. Particularly, you're gonna go make some support friends. How do you do that? You wiggle your narrow ass on into the Discord server in the description. Yes, it says 18+. That's just to keep the squeakers away. You're fine, there's not even an NSFW tab. And finally, you get your blowtorch. Get enough engineers torching a tank, it's essentially invincible. Conversely, you can actually use them to destroy enemy armor as well. I'd say use this as a last resort or the most humiliating way to kill armor that you really hate. The other creative way would be putting slam mines all over the front of a vehicle and ramming the armor. I'm not huge on this because you'll usually get blown up on the way, but it is an option. The biggest issue for engineers mirrors reality. Self-worth. Most of them have misplaced confidence, particularly those operating vehicles, and the rest have no confidence at all. Are you a dumbass and do you suck? Probably. Yeah, most people are and do, but you're here, which means you got potential. You are what's considered a faux dumbass. You're not stupid, you just haven't learned smart things yet. You are a big game hunter purpose-built to kill the enemy's armored units. Your value is provided by obliterating the giant metal pachyderms rolling and flying around the landscape. So if you aren't destroying armor, you better go make yourself useful somewhere else. The easiest way to do this would be participating on objectives. Bonus points if you trap the entry to those objectives with mines for the tanks to find. And yeah, that should be all for your crash course in engineering. I mean, if you feel like you've got any notes to add, go right on ahead. I'd love to throw them in. Next up is support, and cross your fingers I get it done before I leave on the 25th. You can cross your toes if you want to as well, but I will kink shame you for it. Beyond that, again, join the Discord for more teammates, and have a good one.